Hi guys, my name is Jocelyn Salinas and today we're going to be looking at the strengths assessment results for my sister Jackie. So for the attributes, her lowest rated ones were self-care, sustained attention, and assertiveness. And then her highest rated attributes were empathy, communication, and curiosity. Now, for empathy, we saw when we did the interview on my sister that she is a very respectful and polite person, which kind of connects to the way that she is empathetic, and she scored really highly on that. Now we're going to be looking at the relationships. For create ties, she scored 22 points. So a lot of people in school she can rely on. She works at the psychology building at UTEP, so she can rely on her coworkers, on her boss, and there's just a lot of teachers overall that have helped her through her master's program, so she can rely on a lot of people and friends. She also makes an effort to stay in touch with people she does not see often. A good example of that is going to be my grandmother, who lives in Mexico City. So she does call her pretty often just to keep in touch with her. And we saw in the Strengths interview that she's one of her most important relationships. Another thing she scored highly on is instead of small talks, Jackie tells people about herself and talks about common interests. She keeps other people's feelings in mind, and she doesn't just talk about herself, which is really important. And finally, when she is around someone she does not know, she will always introduce herself. To keep going with the relationships, for utilized ties, she scored 29 points. The first one is she accepts help whenever she needs it. The second one, she asks for help in assignments when she needs it. If she needs support, she reaches out to others for advice and assistance, and she has trouble keeping friends. For the third part of relationships, for supporting others, she scored 27 points. Number one is when friends have problems, she always listens to them, she cares for them. She tries to help people the best she can in any way possible. Number three, she talks about others' people's interests, not just her own. And she gives people full attention when they talk to her. For context, so I listed down in a piece of paper the last places she had been to, and the one she liked was the first one is the Pan American Center in Las Cruces. She went to both me and my sister we went to a WWE live event, which she really enjoyed. It was at NMSU. The second one is the Zool Museum, which had an amazing exhibit on the Cretaceous and the Mesozoic and the Cenozoic era that we both really enjoyed. And the third one is the Museum of Nature and Science that talked a lot about the Permian period and the animals that lived around that time. And then for not liked, for the first one, it's the Sun Metro bus station. She doesn't like taking the bus, and she said she had to wait. She had to wait about an hour for the bus to get there, so she's just not really comfortable in that place. The second one is downtown Juarez. She said it was really hot. There was just a lot of people, and with COVID going on, it was just she was really uncomfortable in that situation. And the third one is McDonald's. Now, I don't know if she means she doesn't like the food or she didn't like the place, but she listed McDonald's. And now for her skill summary, for Decide, she scored 45%. And she has problem solving, goal setting, and choice making. Now, when we did her strengths interview, we saw that she was a very dedicated person, and that one of her skills was problem solving skills. And now for ACT, she scored 83%. The first one is self-management, goal attaining, and self-advocacy. We saw that she's very capable of doing stuff for herself, and she makes choices for herself. And for belief, she scored 96%, which the top two were self-awareness and self-knowledge. Now that was my strengths assessment results. Thank you guys.